Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So in this audio slash video, I wanted to talk about, when you guys are interacting with women, when you exchange numbers with a chick and you set up a date, right? And so what I basically tell guys is this, is that when you meet a chick, you get her information, right? You hit her up, as soon as possible, basically like the next day or something. And you set up a date, right? Now, let's say you meet a chick on Monday and you set up a date for Friday, right? And so what I say is, you don't contact her during that week. And, the next time you contact her is either Thursday night or Friday morning, to basically just, confirm that you're going to see each other on that Friday night. You understand? So, you get her information, you hit her up or whatever on that Monday, be like, yo, we should get together, let's meet up on Friday. And then you just leave it at that. And then you hit her up either Thursday night or Friday morning to basically confirm, right? So now, I've been talking about this stuff. And so, I've gotten a few emails where guys will basically say to me, they're like, but Mr. Locario, shouldn't you try to text the girl or call the girl during the week to talk to her and, interact with her? Because if you don't, isn't she going to lose interest, or isn't she going to sort of forget about you because you're not really, going back and forth with her or whatever like that, right? See, the thing is this, is that a lot of times, guys feel like they need to do extra shit. They feel like they need to try to keep this woman interested in them. You understand what I'm saying? And see, the thing is that when you meet a chick and you set up a date, right? And let's say the date is, for later that week or whatever, right? You don't need to hit her up and do all this other extra stuff in between time. You understand what I'm saying? See, if a chick is going to forget about you, or if she's going to lose interest, you understand, that means she was never really that into you like that in the first place. You understand what I'm saying? See, when you meet a chick and she's really feeling you and you set up a date and she's not hearing from you during that week, all she's doing is thinking about you during that week if she's really feeling you. You understand what I'm saying? If she's not really feeling you, then it's, she's just going to be like, whatever, right? You texting her or calling her during that week or whatever is not going to make her like you anymore if she's not really feeling you like that. You understand? And if she is really feeling you, right? The thing is that you could text her or call her technically during that week. And if she's really feeling you, she could still see you on that Friday or whatever. But the thing is that what could happen also is that she could be really feeling you. And by you texting or calling her, right, during that week, you might end up basically saying something and getting into a conversation about some shit that will make her end up changing her mind about seeing you on Friday. You understand? So, if she was really feeling you, she was really, feeling you and wanted to see you on Friday and all this other stuff, by you texting or calling her during that week, you could basically say some shit that could fuck things up. Because again, women are all about the feeling. So by you withdrawing, right, it gives her time to basically fantasize about whatever she thinks, she thinks you are. You're like, oh, she's thinking you're this way or that way. She doesn't know, but she's filling her head up with what she expects from you, or the type of guy you might be, right? But if you are texting or calling her, there is no assumption. There is no fantasy, because things are real now. So whatever you're saying and doing is the reality. And what you could be saying or doing could be something that can turn her off, which is going to make her flake. You understand what I'm saying? So the reason why I'm saying not to really contact her like that is, one, because you don't really need to, in order for her to want to continue to see you, or to see you that, that weekend or whatever. And two is that, if you do text or call her, that's the thing that could, make her stop feeling you if she was. You understand what I'm saying? And so the thing is that, guys have a hard time understanding this because they think, or they've been taught that, they need to continuously, give a woman attention to keep her interested. You understand what I'm saying? But the thing is, if she's already interested, you don't need to do anything more. And sometimes by doing more shit, you fuck the shit up. You understand what I'm saying? There's a lot of times where, and this goes with a lot of, in a lot of different situations where women are dealing with men, where I've heard this, like, a lot of times where even a woman might see a guy and she thinks he's attractive, right? And she'll say, oh yeah, he was attractive. I thought he was cute, but then, we started talking and then he said this shit and I was just like, nah, you understand what I'm saying? And so a lot of times women have this feeling and this thought about you. And then basically by, you saying some goofy shit, that's the shit that fucks everything up. You understand? So it's better to set the date, go on the date, and actually have the interaction with the girl on the date, because that's going to be a little bit more of a stronger like connection in that sense anyway, because you're actually in front of her and with her. You understand? So it's not just you texting or talking on the phone. It's you actually being, in front of her. You understand what I'm saying? And, a lot of communication is nonverbal. So the thing is that, even when you're on that date, let's say you say something, sort of goofy. You understand what I'm saying? It's not going to hold as much weight a lot of times versus if you text or call her during that week. You understand? Because this is the thing you got to understand about women too. Let me just say this, is that a lot of times, right, women are looking for a reason to say no. They're looking for a reason to back out. They're looking for a reason to flake. You understand what I'm saying? They're looking for a sort of like a reason to basically say, oh, well, this is why I shouldn't fuck with this guy. You understand what I'm saying? So basically, what you're doing when you're not calling her during that, time or that week or whatever time you took to, set the date, because it doesn't even necessarily need to be a week. It could be, let's say you hit a chick up on Monday and you set the date for Wednesday. You understand? So, all day Monday, all day Tuesday, you don't need to really be texting and call her. But all I'm saying is that you got to leave that space. And by leaving that space, you're basically, you're not giving her any ammo to have as an excuse as to why she should flake. You understand? By being absent from that, time frame, all you're doing is you're giving her time to wonder and to think about you. You understand what I'm saying? And so what it is that if she is feeling you, all it does is that it increases her anticipation to see you. But by you texting or calling her all during that week and everything, you're killing the whole vibe. You're killing that energy that's there. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to get out this thought process of, thinking, oh, well, she's going to forget about me and this and this and that. Nah, you know what I'm saying? If she's feeling you, she's going to want to see you. Now, let's say, you go on that date on Friday, right? And again, you go on the date, you have a good time. And then you can, you hit her up again and set another date. And you can hit her up, maybe that next day or the day after or even later that week. It doesn't really fucking matter. If she's feeling you, she's going to pick up the phone and, call you, take your call or text you, whatever it is. And you set that date up and you do the same fucking shit. Meaning you set the date up. Let's say the date is, you call her on a Sunday and say, hey, I had a good time Friday, when are you free? And then she's like, oh, I'm free on Thursday. All right, cool. Let's get together Thursday. And then you chill the fuck out until either Wednesday night or Thursday morning. And you confirm the date. And then you go on the date. It's really that simple. See, you thinking that, a woman's going to forget about you or she's going to lose interest and all this other stuff if you're not, constantly all up on her ass, right? That's basically you sort of dissing yourself. You understand what I'm saying? Because you're saying that, you're really not that interesting to the point where you need to overcompensate by giving her all this extra attention to, you know, really get shit popping. You understand what I'm saying? And see, a lot of times, you know, guys, when they do this, they're not giving the woman attention because they actually want to even talk to her. You understand? A lot of times it's this attention where they're trying to do maintenance. They're like, well, I have to call her or text her and ask her how her day was, or, you know, give her some attention so that, you know, so that she doesn't forget about me. She knows I'm there. She knows I'm thinking about her and all this other stuff. So she'll continue to like me. That's the thought process, right? But, you know, the thing is also is that you as a man, you should have shit to do anyway. So, you know, why would you need to be calling and texting and checking up on this girl anyway? You should have shit to do. You understand what I'm saying? And that's another thing, is that when you're calling and texting and doing all that other extra shit, you know, it's like the girl's looking at you like, well, you know, why is this guy sweating me so much like this? You understand? Because see, after a while, if you've been seeing a chick, let's say you've been dating a chick for a while, you've been going out with her, hanging out with her, you know, at some point she's going to start calling you and texting you more than you're even doing to her. You understand what I'm saying? And that's when you really know that a chick is feeling you. You understand? So, you know, you don't have to be texting and calling a chick, you know, in between the time where you set the dates and all this other extra stuff. You understand what I'm saying? You don't need to do that, because again, if she's feeling you, right, she's gonna go out and see you, even if it's been a week since y'all talked. You understand? There's chicks where I've, like, you know, went out with chicks, you know, and then I would hit them up next week. We go out again, and, you know, we probably smash or whatever. And then, you know, I probably wouldn't hit them up for like 3 weeks and some shit. You know, you understand? Because I'm talking to another girl here, another girl there. And then I'd be like, oh, let me see what so-and-so is up to. And I hit her up and be like, yo, what's good? How you been? You know, and it's been almost a month. And she's like, oh, hey, what's up? And yada, yada, yada. She didn't forget about me. You know, you understand what I'm saying? And even certain girls where I didn't even smash, like I would probably go on, you know, I remember this one girl, I went on one date, and then after that, I think I didn't call her for maybe like a month and a half or something. And, you know, I texted her and I was just like, hey, what's good? You know, how you been? And she hit me back, you know, literally in like maybe 10 seconds, replied back to the text and was like, oh, hey, what's up? What's going on? Blah, 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 blah. She wasn't like, oh, who's this? And like, you know what I mean? Like she, you know, she didn't delete the number or nothing. You know what I'm saying? She knew who it was. She was like, oh, what's good? And then we got together. You understand? So you don't need to worry about chicks forgetting about you. You don't need to worry about, you know, oh, I got to call her and, you know, make sure that I'm there so that she knows I'm still here, so that she doesn't forget about me and all this other stuff. And also too, what you guys got to understand is there's a lot of other guys, like this other guy she's talking to, right? And, you know, most of these guys are probably doing that shit anyway. You understand? They're probably hitting her up, you know, all day, sweating her ass. And, you know, you don't want to blend in with those dudes. You understand? And the thing is that, you know, a chick, she, you know, she can tell a lot of times when a guy is just sort of like doing that shit. You understand? Just trying to really like keep the shit going and keep the shit, you know, in that type of realm. You understand what I'm saying? Because she's experienced it a lot of times. You understand? And a lot of times there's guys that will do that, and then they will, you know, become extremely needy. So you don't want to be looked at as that dude who could be potentially another needy motherfucker, which is the thing that will, in a lot of cases, get her to basically flake on you. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know, set up these dates, you know, and just go on a date and have fun. Don't worry about having to check up on the chick.
Master the game and join dating and life coach Mr. Locario live in New York City on Saturday, March 25th in Times Square for the Bad Boy Seminar. Mr. Locario has some exclusive realistic approaches to the dating game that will help you be successful with women. Purchase your tickets at MrLocario.com. Space is extremely limited, so pick up your tickets today at MrLocario.com. That's MrLocario.com. MrLocario.com.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.